Hello and welcome to Minecraft. I'm going to be building Timmy Turner from Fairly Odd Parents, and I'm gonna say I love that show. And I like building stuff that I just want to talk about. So like Fairly Odd Parents is something I haven't talked about, and I really just want to talk about it. You know, like it was such a good show. If you remember it, I don't know if it's still on actually. I need to check. I should check if it's still on. I know SpongeBob's still on. SpongeBob's like always on. Like you can't not have SpongeBob on. Like good old SpongeBob. Alright, and fill up his legs. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about it because it's just like such an amazing show. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5's good. He's got pretty tiny legs actually, like when you look at the design. But I loved it. It was like, I know that like the later seasons weren't that good. I didn't really watch them, so I don't really know. But everyone says they're like not that good, so I'll take their word for it and not watch them. But there were some epic moments. Like I just want to say how much I loved it. Like it was like the channel swapping one where they were like inside the TV. I thought those were like some of the best like Turner episodes. Like the best Fairly Odd Parents episodes. That good enough for his legs? I'm trying to think. It might even be closer together. Like they're. Yeah, let's put it one closer. That's an odd number though. No, actually, we want it to be an even number because the teeth are pretty even. Okay, let's get this all built. Okay, we just break that. Boom. But yeah, like everyone says Infinity War was the greatest crossover ever, but do they not remember Jimmy Neutron and Timmy Turner, like, Jimmy Neutron and Fairly Odd Parents crossing over was like the biggest event. I remember that. It was like crazy. Like it was actually crazy. It's good. I think one more. Like I couldn't believe it when they were together. Alright, looks good. Now for the pink. Fairly Odd Parents. I'm singing the song. I'm singing the song now. Like Odd Parents. Do 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 do. Yeah, it was one of those like classics. Like you'd watch it like with SpongeBob. It was just like awesome to like watch it. It was sort of the dream. Getting like all your wishes granted. Like a lot of the time, I was like Timmy was like wished for such lame stuff. I felt like sometimes I was like, if I had the power to wish for stuff, like I'd be doing some crazy stuff. Like he'd wish like, I wish there was one where it was like he was like all grayed out. I can't remember why. Everyone was like grey blobs for some reason. And there was Doug Dimmadome or the I can't even say it. Dugsdale Dimmadome. With that giant hat. He was a great character. The teacher I thought was good, trying to catch the Fairly Odd Parents the whole time. The Fairly Odd Parents. Dun, 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 dun. Go over here. Boop. Timmy's got a massive head. Like his body is like the size of his head's like the size of his body. It's crazy. Like other cartoons are a little bit like realistic proportions, but no, Timmy Turner, just boom. Yeah, it's like massive. Oh, like I haven't like watched the new stuff, like as I said before, but I know like they added a new kid. I'm pretty sure. Like, why would you do that? Like the whole point is like Timmy's the kid who has the fairies, and then like they did that in like I remember like in some movie or something. Let's do 2. But I remember like some movie he had just have his hand here. He's got like his hand just like sticks out like that. There you go. But yeah, like I remember what was it? One of the like specials or something, like the kid, like one of his friends, the home, not the homeless, but like the poor one. His poor friends, like he had that super smart one, and then like the hillbilly, that's the word I was trying to think of. But no, he was like poor because like he like lost his home and everything, and then he was like the saddest kid, and he got like Timmy's Very Odd Parents for some reason. I can't remember why, but like there was a whole episode like where loads of stuff happens. I'm trying to remember it all because it's like so much good like stuff happens in it. Bam, there's his hands. Oh, it's a bit weird. His hands like to the side maybe. That's what they look like though. They like stick out a bit. Like they're like pretty big. The hands are. Like, yeah, he's got his tiny arms and his massive hand on the end of his arms. It looks like he's sort of like posing like that, but looks like the thumbnail image. Now for that gigantic head. So this is the very middle. All right, where's the middle? Let's get the middle done. But yeah, like there was so many like I can't. I'm sorry. Just like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, perfect. That's the perfect center. He doesn't even have a neck. I'm just looking. He doesn't have a neck. He just like basically like that big. It's just his head. And yeah, let's do that. It's the first layer. Oh, it's gonna be tough because it's like a 2D thing. Doing it 3D, it's gonna look like that movie, like you know the Jimmy Neutron movie, where it's just like looks a bit weird, having his head like 3D. And it's also blocking, so it's gonna look a bit weird. But yeah, that was I just want to talk about it. Like, I loved it, and it was like such a good show. I'm trying to look at how do I want to do this. I'm trying to think. I'm gonna yeah, expand them outwards by 1 each time. Pretty much is what I have to do. Maybe I should stop doing. Yeah, now I'll stop doing the back of him. It's weird. The hat's like straight up. I always thought the hat was like sort of like on an angle, but no, it's like the images have it like straight up and down. Let's do his humongous teeth. I do remember they got to the tooth fairy at like one point. Oh, maybe we should have done it free, so we have like a black line in between them. Oh, maybe like offset them, like if I put them in like that. Ah, no, that looks a bit weird. Let's not do that. It's fine. We know that. I know they're 2 different. I could do like that. Oh no, it makes it look like a walrus then. Nah, just do that. This is gigantic teeth. Its little nose. Ooh, one over. Oh, that's right, isn't it? Yeah, that's right. That's the center. Okay, and then do that. Try to like, yeah, good. I'll have it go just to there. The ears, we can just put the ears here, like there, and then copy the ear over on this side. Is that the same? Yep, that is perfectly the same. Alright, fill it all in. I think when I stopped watching was like, it wasn't because I like didn't like the show anymore. Just like after Poof joined in, like stopped watching it. I don't remember seeing anything after like Poof turned up, which was like the little baby. It was weird. It's sort of weird. It was definitely weird having like a random baby in the show. I do that. Times a day. Add his eyes in. There we go. Humongous cartoon eyes. But yeah, like Poof. Oh yeah. Did I say about the dog yet? Like I'm pretty sure like they added a dog and like everyone hated it. Like they added another kid and a dog, like just to try to like renew the show. I'm glad I like I left, but like randomly left before it got bad. You know what I mean? Like it's so good. Like I didn't even plan to like leave. Oh yeah, actually that looks like Timmy from like the what's it called? Yeah, the Jimmy Neutron special. Like where they crossed over. That actually does. It felt weird. Like Timmy looked like actually looked alright. I don't think he looked terrible. Everyone was like, oh, he looks awful in like 3D. I thought he looked fine. But Jimmy Neutron looks so good in 2D. He looks so good in like the art style of like Timmy Turner. Let's just do the hair now. Our parents. That intro song is just great. I always like the Christmas special was good. I love like when he like wished Christmas was every day. That was like that was a clever one. That was like a that's exactly what you'd like expect. Like that's a kind of like really good like classic episode. I'm pretty sure, wasn't there another kid? I think there was another kid who also had fairies, and he like versed him at one point. I can't remember a lot of it. Like I'm trying to remember it all, but it's so good. Like SpongeBob, I can remember like almost every episode of SpongeBob. Like I have like a super memory of SpongeBob. Like I just do. I have SpongeBob like locked in. I remember like well the first like few seasons of SpongeBob I've like, like locked in. Like I know everything. I know like every single thing. Add in the eyebrows. Ah yeah, look at that. He's looking. I still think that looks pretty good. Like I could just put a line in the teeth, but I can't. It's just, like a little bit annoying. I make him a bit rounder, like adding these. Yeah, he just looks like the one from Jimmy Neutron's one. That's why I just find it really funny. I've made that. Okay, yeah, he actually has a pretty big forehead. There we go. It was cool how he like pretended to be like a genius in that. I need to build Jimmy Neutron now. Oh, his dog. Oh, and then there was a video game. Oh, like I want to talk about this. There was a video game where it had like SpongeBob, Fairly Odd Parents, Jimmy Neutron, and Danny Phantom. Oh, that was like I loved that game so much because it was just like my favorite characters like in a game together. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. It was like my favorite game for like ages. Like because it was just like amazing. It was on the I think like the I just remember playing it so much, and it was just like awesome. I loved Danny Phantom as well. Danny Phantom was like Danny Phantom. That was another really good show. Like when they crossed over, I thought like the Jimmy Neutron crossover was like really good. Okay, the hair sticks out a bit. Have it go to. But yeah, like that game was like so good, and SpongeBob, like all the SpongeBob was great. Like SpongeBob was always great. Like no matter what he's doing or who he's like with, he's just great. I can see why SpongeBob's still going on now. Like I'd say yeah. Keep this going out. Yep. And have his hair go there. I just had to talk about Timmy Turner. It's just like I just had to talk about it. Let's make a little bit of a. There we go. That makes it look a little bit more like it's got hair and not just like a line. There we go. There's that little bit of a thing there, and then a little bit of hair up here, and then looks like it's got hair sticking out. Then follow the hat. The hat. Oh, Woody the hat. Alright. Bam, bam, bam. Oh yeah, by the way, if you want me to build anything, comment down below and I'll build it. Any cartoons you loved watching, or anything like that. Let's keep going. Yeah. Oh, I haven't not talked about Vicky yet. Vicky, yo, when they did the channel changer like thing where like they had the hat, that's the hat. When they did like the channel changing thing and like Vicky gets a remote and it was like you know like that was crazy stuff. It was just this crazy event and like oh when was it like Vicky like got fired I remember like one episode like and then like obviously she has to come back so she doesn't get fired but like almost getting fired at one point and it was like you know it was like an event. There was so many events like it's a shame like with certain cartoons like now. I'm trying to think like when they're like more serialized like well it's just like I'm trying to think like when they're like made to be you know villain of the week or like problem of the week like things where like there's no event type things that happen like when there's like because I remember like when they would advertise it they'd be like oh the you know the huge event where like Timmy Turner and Jimmy Neutron are like crossing over like that was like it was like huge it was like actually like something you had to watch on TV you're like I have to go watch this now. I need to make this one. I make this one bigger. Boom. There we go. But yeah, it was like it was an event. It was an event. That's all I'm saying. It's just an event. And he's got like a ball at the end of his hat that like sticks out like there. Yeah, he's got like a random floating ball. I've never noticed that before. You know, that's actually unironically that is actually the Timmy from that's actually 3D Timmy. I'm very proud of that. Right, let's get rid of the corners to make them a little bit more rounded. You know, if you pull up that image of like 3D Timmy from Jimmy Neutron, that actually is it. You know, that's actually it. That's great. It's actually great. I feel like that's it. I feel like that's all it is. I want to like build Cosmo and Wonder. Cosmo and Wonder were like the best. That's why I didn't talk too much about them, but they were like the best. Like Cosmo was hilarious. Wonder was like, you know, great. You know, and then it's like the joke where you see like any pink and green things next to each other. You're like, Cosmo and Wonder, what are you doing? You know. I think that's it. Let's F1 so we get rid of our hotbar and have a look at Timmy from all angles. And that's it. I got the floating ball hat. Got all the way around. Pretty good. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Thank you guys for watching this episode. I just wanted to talk about Timmy Turner and Fairly Odd Parents because I just really felt like talking about it. You know, it's like I want to try to think of like other things I want to talk about because there's so much stuff I like want to talk about. But that's it. But yeah, thank you. Make sure to comment down below whatever you want me to build. And make sure to subscribe for more builds. Thank you, and goodbye!